and introduce you all to a few projects I've been working on, and companies I've been launching, starting with Mila.
Hey, do you have a mic there? Do you mind? It's slightly hard to
I'll try to. So I have to do a double click.
Maybe you can just speak out.
Yeah, just speak louder, maybe that.
Okay. So Miglo. Miglo is a handheld device and app that guides people in deep breathing and medication. And it's geared towards those who need it the most. Folks with mental health issues and chronic stress. 1 in 4 adults experience mental illness in any given year. Chronic stress is also a problem. People want solutions. We know the pharmaceutical market is huge, but another trend we're seeing, get the hang of this, is that folks are increasingly turning to alternative medicine. Westerners are beginning to recognize the value in other modalities of care, which I can get behind. In my personal experience, the things that have helped me the most are deep breathing and meditation. The problem is that people's minds, when they're in intensely activated or depressed states, have a hard time focusing. So last fall, I decided I wanted to design a tool to help people who had difficulty focusing access the benefits of deep breathing and meditation. In my research, I came across something that both explained why breathing was so effective and also provided a tool that made it easier to do. Contrary to popular belief, a good and steady heart rate is not necessarily the healthiest. The truth is, heart rate varies. It goes up a little when you inhale, activating the sympathetic nervous system, and down when you exhale, mobilizing the parasympathetic nervous system. How much it goes up or down is a value that can be measured. It's called heart rate variability. Higher heart rate variability is associated with longevity, better performance, and healthy stress response. Low HRV is symptomatic of PTSD, depression, and heart disease, to name a few. The cool thing is you can actually increase your HRV through biofeedback, where by watching a visualization of your heart rate, you can also learn to get your heart to sync with your breath and maximize its variation. Traditional biofeedback maps your heart rate and breath to a linear graph, which works, though I found these devices to be awkward to use, dry scientific, and quite frankly, hideous. So what we're doing with Miglo is making a biofeedback device where the visual feedback is a simple color fade, turning red as your heart rate goes up and blue as it goes down. We wanted to make biofeedback more accessible and move it into the realm of wellness and self-care. It really works. You can learn how to breathe as a way to access your heart, and through your heart, hack your brain. Miglo is an early stage startup. Here's another design form we're testing right now. We're lucky enough to have gotten support from the Citrus Foundry Incubator at Berkeley and really hope to leverage our product to make the world a better place. In developing Miglo, I came to see this technology as having much broader applications and launched another company, Buckingham. As you may know, many corporations are incorporating fitness trackers into their wellness plans as a way of cultivating a culture of active lifestyles. To do this double click thing with the two computers. But Buck takes it a step farther, providing an elegant desktop interface that allows employers to monitor employee heart rate in real time. So let's go ahead and watch our user testimonial.
Our company has been encouraging our employees to wear health monitors for about a year now. It's great for them and it's great for the company. People seem happier, they seem healthier, productivity is up. We feel it's a real benefit to the company. The bump is great. It picks up Bluetooth signals from a variety of devices like cell phones, tablets, heart rate monitors, wearable devices. It displays vital signs to us in real time, and we couldn't be happier. The bump has revolutionized what we can do with fitness data. We feel like we can really see what's happening under the surface of some of our employees, and in that way we can be very helpful to them. It tells us so much more than DigiFit or Fitbit. It's amazing how much you can learn about somebody if you can watch their cardiovascular system in real time.
Let's move on. And people always ask, how do we come up with these verbal estimations of employee disposition? Well, we applied machine learning algorithms to data from employee heart rate monitors, browsing behaviors, DNS logs, and work performance. There are two significant limitations to Bump's reach. Currently, Bump only works on employees who are already wearing heart rate monitors. That's not everyone, just people who opt into the business wellness plans. How do we get more employees to participate? By creating incentives for employee participation, which is totally legal. Under Obamacare, employers are allowed to offer sizable incentives to participate in their wellness plans. The second major limitation is that people don't always wear their fitness monitors. Wearables do not pass the turnaround test. How do we fix this? Make them mandatory. Have employees wear biometric ID badges that they need to open the door when they get to work. There are already a couple companies that are making biometric identifiers using heart rate patterns. NIMI, for example. So we do have some competition or potential allies. Of course, there's always detractors. Unfit Bits by artists Tegabrain and Mysterium 2 is an online guide to tricking fitness trackers and therefore employers or insurance companies into thinking you are more active than you actually are. Now, we are having potential investors express some concern that groups like the ACLU and journalists concerned with privacy might push for reforms in privacy law that would reflect our business model. Currently, data collected from fitness devices is not protected health information under HIPAA. It only becomes protected when the device is prescribed by a physician. We have a team of skilled lobbyists and public relation professionals to ensure that this does not change. Now, here's where it gets exciting. So far, we've been focusing on the domestic commercial market, the corporate realm, but we're excited to announce that we're expanding into the public sector. We're thrilled to follow in the footsteps of companies like Facebook, Google, and Amazon, who have made profitable alliances with the CIA, FBI, NSA, and Department of Homeland Security. And with advancing technology in Eulerian video color magnification, it is possible to detect a person's heart rate with a camera from a distance of up to 4 feet. Nice. We're currently working on a 2017 model of the bump with a small camera embedded at the top of the device. Using Eulerian video color amplification, the bump will be able to pick up the heartbeat of anyone sitting at your desk, not just people who are already wearing heart rate monitors. As we get the ball rolling with Bump, we're also looking to expand our consumer audience. Though Bump is limited to the workplace, another offshoot we're developing, Tattletale Heart, taps into increasingly obligatory use of social media platforms and people's natural compulsion to share themselves, their true selves, with their networks. So I'm lucky enough to not only be a startup entrepreneur, but also a filmmaker, and recently finished a short narrative film focusing on Tattletale Heart's patented technology. So you can watch a clip as an introduction.
Tattletale Heart is a new kind of heart rate monitor. You can play classic games like Snake, except the speed of the games is determined by your heart rate. Most importantly, Tattletale Heart then uses your heart rate to show you verbal descriptions of how you're feeling, so that people around you don't just know how you're doing, they really know how you're doing.
It's Tattletale Heart. Here's some quotes from our customers. Tattletale Heart just makes social media so much more genuine. Finally, my digital life has integrity with my physical being. Tattletale Heart holds me accountable to my true emotions, not just what I want people to see. In the words of Mark Zuckerberg, having two identities for yourself is an example of a lack of integrity. This disconnect between the construct of our cyber selves, or ideal selves, and the reality of our own self-image can be quite damaging. In the worst case scenario, you can be held to it in a court of law. In 2006, a Long Island high school student sued the district for emotional distress after she was raped by a teacher. The defense obtained a court order for her to turn over every post she made on Facebook, digging up smiling photos and happy emoticons, so they could build a case against her claims that the assaults had resulted in a loss of enjoyment of life. Tattletale Heart is a refreshing departure from the guise of authenticity in social media. Back to the movie, in Taylor's case, Tattletale Heart's post worked to her advantage by pointing out that she was, in fact, not as happy as her selfie suggested, but that she was actually depressed, prompting a friend to come over. But the truth is that Tattletale Heart, the movie, isn't so one-sided. It shows both the pros and cons of an app like Tattletale Heart, dancing on the edge of either being a warning or an advertisement, or a warning against the erosion of privacy with the rapidly dissolving boundary between body and machine. This reckoning plays out through the experience of the three main characters. Tattletale Heart, at first, makes flattering posts about Sophie's desire for love and determination. When the app's tone changes to decry Sophie as brittle and needy, she becomes addicted to the app, compulsively reaching for another, better reading. The resulting post outs her as a sex worker. Hold on. She somehow manages to use the app in the midst of shooting a porn scene. The resulting post outs her as a sex worker on social media, which is clearly an identity she had kept separate from her personal profile. Sophie is met with a barrage of messages from unknowing family members and creepy fans. So, I'm just having way too much trouble clicking this thing. I'm gonna scoot forward and see if it will do anything. Oh my.
If you pointed at this, does it work better if you point at the screen? Sorry, I should have said something.
Okay, let me smoother, hopefully, you know what? Okay. So, I guess it's theme of the eve. At first charmed by Tattletale Heart, Taylor's opinion shifts after watching Sophie's social media fallout.
Mad at your phone?
Damn, Tattletale Heart is turning out to be a real brat.
Ooh. Well, you thought Tattletale Heart was bad? Wait till you see Bump.
But what?
Bump. It just outed Jan for being pregnant. Look. Our company has been encouraging our employees to wear health monitors for about a year now.
You all are familiar. In a meeting shortly after, her new boss is quick to discover that Taylor is bipolar, hungover, and gay. But it isn't all so bad. Sophie goes to a Milo breathing group where she finds a date. And Raoul learns something about his family members.
Do you want me to help you drive?
I think it's just what, it's part of the show.
Oh my god!
Hi!
Mom! Telltale Heart says Grandma's over 6. What's going on?
I know, she has a lot of friends.
What's up with Grandma being hip to social media?
Oh, it's fun. Lo hicimos juntas. Look.
What the fuck, Mom? Telltale Heart says you have cancer! Mom, are you okay?
In what turns out to be a heroic storyline for Tattletale Heart, the app saves the day by detecting Raoul's mom's cancer early on. To abbreviate this talk and kind of speed through the end here, these are just a few glimpses into the movie's storyline, which seems to reserve judgment, showing both sides, the utility of function alongside erosion of privacy. As much as it is a predictor of a not so far off future, the movie is a reflection of our present moment, highlighting technologies that do exist. You can look this one up later. But there are countless examples. Well, whether or not Tattletale Heart's app will be released in the near future remains to be seen. Science fiction has a history of predicting future technology, And there are countless examples of this. Huxley's 1931 publication Brave New World foresaw antidepressants. When George Orwell's book 1984 came out, the concept of a surveillance state seemed absurd. More recently, people were horrified by the targeted advertising in the 2002 film Minority Report, technology that 10 years later has become commonplace. Now, we are seeing an expansion of the traditional sci-fi narrative with a new location of scientific imagination, Silicon Valley. The spark of imagination in science fiction novels now translates to the startup pitch, where blossoming ideas are made real through financial backing. I'm gonna have to end the talk right here, but I'll leave you all with that thought to chew on.
Questions? Seth?
So I'm a little slow. Is there an actual product, like, were you just digging around?
I went and took around. There are all three products. They all work. The bump and tattletale heart pick up heart rate signals. They're with an embedded Arduino, and then chest
A
strap.
little louder, please.
But, like, are you hoping to, for real, like, productize them? Because it's a bit of tongue in cheek, but you're just trying to understand. Sell them, you know.
So, Miglo has obtained support from a startup incubator. That's the handheld meditation device. And we're in user testing right now. The bump is kind of reached a stopping point because of investors' concern with the privacy issues, sadly. We're hoping that Tattletale Heart will generate a lot of popular support with the opening of this film. So that remains to be seen. Yes?
How accurate is the visual, the facial? I mean, it sounds revolutionary to me, but it's probably not.
Oh, it's on your iPhone. Yeah, you can download an app called Cardio, Cardio. So 2 I's. It's made by people at the MIT Media Lab. It's fairly accurate. You can do the same thing by putting your finger against the camera, and the app shines the flashlight through your finger. It's a change in the reflection. Does this make sense? And then you can do it with the hand pointed at your face, and it's about 80%.
Oh.
You want me to call? Yeah, in the back there.
Yeah, I have a question. How do you feel about the intent of the HIPAA privacy law? And when you're creating inventions, does your feeling about that subject reflect what you create? What kind of integrity or parallel processes do you feel is necessary when creating projects such as these?
Sure. I mean, my approach is to, make critical design products with all the marketing trappings that we are so familiar with, and push it just a little bit too far to cause people to reflect on what is the true state of our digital lives. Does that answer your question?
No, not at all, because it serves the issue. It totally serves the issue. You know, when people were working with the early stages of radiation and creating bombs and this kind of thing, I mean, it's an old debate in science about whether the scientist is responsible or what kind of personal liability or integrity in terms of decisions they have and what they create. And so for serious, I'm asking you, do you feel any moral obligation to put a hold on something that you see could be having incredibly negative ramifications down the line? I think that's a straightforward way of asking
I feel that all of these already exist.
So what? That
Well,
doesn't
here,
answer
let's
moral
flip it.
Doesn't answer the question.
The whole thing said
parody.
It is, but these are, maybe this is the question you're asking in doing a parody, but also as putting them forward, you know, you can propagate this kind of product.
When you go, I mean, I'm not sure of what kind of, but maybe the next time you sit at a boss's desk, I think you'll be a little more cautious of what might be a security camera on their desk.
And that is your intent in doing it?
Say, for example, the bump hit the market. By pushing it just a little too far, and perhaps drawing the attention of privacy advocates, what if there was a revision of HIPAA law?
Okay, I think that last thing answers maybe what you're doing.
Okay, you have one last question,
Thank
someone?
you.
Nope? Okay, thank you very much.